A music quiz can be quite a party starter, but how do you create a successful one? Here are my 6 tips of nailing your music quiz. Hello, my name is Joachim and I work full-time as a musician and artist, so music quizzes is something that I do quite regularly. If you stay till the end of the video, I'm gonna give you some clear and done ideas for music quizzes that you can steal. But now to tip number 1. Tip number 1 is to know your audience, and you might have to do some guesswork. What is the overall location? What are the ages of the audience? What kind of music are they into? When in the evening or perhaps today will the quiz be held? I also like to consider the level of seriousness in the quiz, like is it mainly a competition or is it mainly a fun activity and a party starter? And in my experience, the latter is almost always right. Also, what is a suitable length for the quiz and for the occasion, and what is a good overall structure? Which leads me on to tip number 2, structure. What is a good structure for your quiz and for your audience? Different structures for a quiz can be, for example, to have the crowd stand up and have them do something when they know the answer. For example, to be the first team to sing along to the song that you play. With this structure, it's often hard to be a good and fair judge, but that don't matter a lot, and it can be quite entertaining in the right environment. You can also do the classic style of pen and paper, where you also can provide a nice looking form for the audience to fill in the answers. A third way is to use an interactive app approach, where you use apps like Mentimeter or Kahoot and have the crowd use their phones to type in their answers. Each of these structures can work well and each have their own benefits and downsides. Something else to consider if you are a musician too, or if you play an instrument, is are you going to play the songs yourself? Are you going to play something? Or are you going to use an iPad, for example, and play the songs? Or are you going to do some kind of mixture? Tip number 3, themes and categories. Have a clear theme and a fun name for your quiz. Base the theme around something that is fun. The theme itself does not have to be music related, as long as you can find a creative way of connecting music to it. For example, I recently did a music quiz on the theme of inventions. Then divide the quiz into under themes or categories that works well with your chosen theme. A classic, for example, is to include a crossword. I recently did a quiz on love where each category was like one part of the dating experience. So the whole quiz was like a little journey in love. So be creative. So the whole quiz was like a little journey in love. Tip number 4, be creative with your questions. Questions of what song, what artist, what year, and what album can quickly become boring. Think outside the box. Include pictures of characters and ask for their names. Have a couple of songs or artists listed where one should be taken away. You are the artist, and the quiz is your piece of art. Make it personal. Make it fun. I like to include history and geography into my quizzes because that is something that I like and that gets me going. Tip number 5, make it shiny. If you're doing the classic style of pen and paper and you create a form for the audience to fill out, make sure that the form is pleasant looking. Include visuals, consider the fonts. Can the title have a special font that matches the theme? Tip number 6, make it a show. This is your piece of art, you are the artist and this is your show. So be the entertainer. For example, you can use an engaging intro for the whole quiz. You can crack a joke here and there, and you can also and should encourage the audience to clap or to sing along. So that was my 6 tips for nailing your music quiz. Now here are some ideas that you can consider or steal if you like. The travel quiz. The whole quiz is like a travel to different cities and places around the world. Food or things that are edible. This is a quiz I did and it was very fun. Movies and series. This is an appreciated classic. Disney is another appreciated classic. And villains, where I did a mixture of fictional villains and historical villains. Okay, so good luck with your quiz, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Bye.